This is my guide on how to beat Chi-Yu. So basically we're just going to use Groudon because it's very easy to beat Chi-Yu with Groudon. So max IVs with Hyper Training, and then this is the moveset, and then I have max EVs in HP and attack. And then we're also Ground Terra, but likely if you've just caught a random Groudon, this is one from Sun and Moon, so the older set. But if you catch one that you can get in Scarlet and Violet, it should just have Ground type Terra unless you've changed it. Not, you might want to see if you have a Groudon from any of the older games and see if you can move it forward and use it. So basically, we're just going to challenge it alone with Groudon. And I also have a Choice Band on Groudon because the Choice Band gives you 50% extra damage. And basically, we're just going to spam Recycle Blades. We might go down once during the fight. Compared to last week, this is a lot easier. There's probably other Pokemon that can do this as well, as you're basically going to be looking for, I think if you want this to be easy, high attack ground or rock types. I suppose if there's a really high attack water type, you could also use it, but I'm not sure that exists, and Groudon has like 150 attack, so Groudon's kind of a easy decision, and we got destroyed immediately. Well, I wasn't expecting it to go like that already, but we're probably fine, as we haven't wasted our Terra yet, and we deal a ton of damage. Still our Terra Orb charge. I'm not even sure our charge got stolen, because we're not even up at the moment. But yeah, and then you could try Kyogre, it's just Kyogre's probably not going to work because Chi-Yu has Snarl, so every so often your special defense will get or special attack will get lowered. And you probably don't want to have to deal with that while doing a fight, but if you had to, you might be able to make it work. But I would probably not recommend it, as you just don't have to worry about that with a physical attacker unless you get burned. I don't think you're going to get burned most runs, and even if you do get burned, Pokemon faints, it'll reset that, so it might not be a run killer, especially if it happens early on. But yeah, unlike last week with Ting-Lu, Chi-Yu has not a whole lot of health and bulk. So Chi-Yu just goes down a lot faster, because Ting-Lu is very bulky, had a lot of health, had a lot of defenses or special defense, depending on what area you decided to approach that one through. We're going to use the Healing Cheer, so hopefully we don't lose our Terra immediately here. Worst case scenario, we do. And we kind of had a really unlucky start, and that is an unlucky Healing Chair. Maybe we should have just attacked there. Probably. This might actually be a backfire run, because it's going to chew most of the remaining timer out. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Especially because our first attack when we get back up is going to do like nothing. At least the thing's broken, so we actually will get damage. Yeah, I'll say generally, if you aren't going down as much, it should be a lot easier. I just don't know if we have enough damage to kill it in the next couple turns. I guess with that amount of damage we probably do. And yeah, this is a little closer than I thought it was going to be, but as you can see, if things go really badly, this Pokemon does not have enough defenses to make it a problem. Okay, let's get one last attack off, and as long as we land this, we should win. But yeah, you definitely have better runs than this, because I had a run earlier where I only died once while I was verifying that this worked, so be aware of that. This should be a relatively consistent way to solo GU. Wow, that's a lot of Urban Mystica. We gotta farm this boss a bunch, because that is a lot, and this boss is really quick compared to last week. I probably should have farmed it more during Chin Pao, but I didn't. But that's how you beat GU. Go over the Groudon one last time if you need it. But yeah, we have the Choice Band, we have 404 HP, 438 attack. We're basically just spamming Disciple Blades, max attack, max HP, and then we also have perfect IVs in every stat. Basically having like best in special attack wouldn't matter. Some of the defenses might not matter as much either, just because of what this is, but it's the Groudon. If this helped out, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.